From KPRC Channel 2, this is breaking news.
We continue to follow breaking news from Northwest Harris County. A Harris County Sheriff's deputy shot during a traffic stop.
A news conference has just gotten underway at the Texas Medical Center. Let's listen in.
Harris County Sheriff's Office deputy, a 10-year veteran, was conducting a traffic stop on Willesee Road near West Road in Northwest Harris County. I don't have all the details yet. We have other leaders that are out there at the scene right now. What I do know is that there was a traffic stop that our deputy was conducted. At some point, a male adult suspect approached the deputy from behind, shooting him at least a couple times. He sustained severe wounds. We do not have information that our deputy had an opportunity to fire back. First responders ascended on the scene, began life-saving measures at that point, and ultimately transported our deputy here to the hospital. At last, the last update we received that he's extremely critical. He's still alive. I know there's been some conflicting information out there. He's still alive, but he is very critically wounded at this point. Some family member has been alerted. We're trying to get other family members alerted as well. We know he's a father, so at this point I'm not prepared to release information on his identity right now, simply out of courtesy to the family. But this is an extremely grave situation right now. There are no words to speak to how heartbroken we are, how devastated that our deputies out there protecting the community as they do every single day. This deputy is well liked, well respected, and for me personally, I'm heartbroken because he's a personal friend of mine. This is the worst type of call that any police executive can receive, and so we're very grateful for the community support. We're receiving messages and calls from all over the country and our own community here, and so we specifically thank also our Harris County community for the thoughts and prayers. They know very well we're always out there trying to fight crime and protect them, and today we're in need of your prayers. I'm also joined here by Judge Hidalgo to my left. We have County Commissioner and also a friend of the family right here to my right. I know Councilor Boykins is here. We have Chief Finner here as well. We have other chiefs that are here with the Houston Police Department. It really is a brotherhood, and we all work together. I've heard words of support from Chief Acevedo as well. And we have David Cuevas as well, the president from the Harris County Deputies Union. Again, our hearts are broken right now. We're going to remain prayerful until we get further word. But again, it's just a very grave situation, and I do not want to minimize that at all. So at this point, I'll let Judge Hidalgo say a few words. En español rápidamente. Como a las 1 de la tarde, por la calle Willesee y la calle West Road, por la parte noroeste del condado de Harris, uno de nuestros oficiales, un veterano de 10 años, estaba en una parada de tránsito cuando sabemos que un individuo, un adulto, de alguna manera le pudo disparar al oficial por lo menos un par de veces y nuestro oficial está muy grave en este momento. Siguen muy atentamente tratando de hacer todo lo posible para salvar la vida, pero sí está muy grave. No vamos a decir el nombre en este momento simplemente porque ya llegó alguna de la familia, pero van a haber más familiares que no se han dicho. Él es un padre y le tenemos que avisar también a sus hijos. Pero le pedimos el apoyo y las oraciones de toda nuestra comunidad. So, Judge, if you want to say a few words.
Very briefly, there's little more tragic, more heartbreaking than seeing somebody who has dedicated his life to the service of our community, the selfless service, find himself in this situation. And we're all here pulling for him. I know that the Sheriff's Department has come together as the family that they are, responded quickly to get the suspect in custody, and are all here at the hospital supporting this deputy who is in critical condition. We are all here to support. This is the strength of our community as Harris County, coming together to pray for this deputy, to support the family, whatever happens going forward. And it is just strength and unity for this man who has worked so hard and whose family has dedicated themselves to the service of our community. En español, repito brevemente. poco más trágico, más triste que el ver a alguien que ha dedicado su vida, su carrera en servicio de la comunidad y verlo ahora en esta situación tan crítica. Sé que el departamento del alguacil ha respondido de una manera rápida, todos unidos como la familia que son, para tener al sospechoso en custodia, unirse aquí en el hospital para apoyar tanto al diputado como a su familia en este momento tan difícil. Por parte nuestra del condado, estamos apoyando. Este es el momento en el cual la fuerza, la unidad de nuestra comunidad son claras. Todos juntos rezando por este diputado, porque esté bien y por su familia, pase lo que pase, porque vamos a estar todos detrás de su familia después de este servicio tan increíble que él le ha dado a todo residente del condado Harris.
Thank you, Sheriff, Judge. I want to say on behalf of the citizens of Harris County and Precinct 2 that our thoughts and prayers are with the family. Thoughts and prayers are with the co-workers of this deputy who is fighting for his life. He has the heart of a lion, and I know that he is fighting with every ounce of his being. But it also reminds us that, as the judge alluded to, that the sheriff and the sheriff's deputies have an incredible task. They put their lives in harm's way every single day. Today is another indication that there's nothing routine about this job, that danger can lurk around every single corner at any given time. And as the sheriff alluded to, this deputy, he's like a brother to me. So it's very, very painful to see someone who is in the circumstances that they're in right now. And so I ask that you pray for him, pray for his family. There's something you can do for us. It is to visit your church, visit your temple, your synagogue, visit the Harris County Sheriff's Office Memorial. Spend time there to lay or to offer thoughts and prayers. Because whether there's a shooting today or not, those law enforcement officers, no matter the department, always need us to keep them in our thoughts and prayers. But that is the best thing that we can do for right now, because personally, I believe in the power of prayer. And so I would ask all of our citizens to please come together. Please take the opportunity to exercise a moment of silence and prayer to keep this deputy in mind and help him fight through this very grave situation. Nomás les quiero decir que ahorita es un momento difícil. Les quiero suplicar a todo el público de, por favor, si hay algo que ustedes quieren hacer para este elemento y todos los elementos que tienen el cargo de seguridad pública, es de orar por él. Llegar a visitar su iglesia, donde llegan a orar, y por favor lleguen a tomarlo en cuenta. Gracias.
And I'll have David Cuevas from the Harris County Deputies.
Good afternoon. I just ask that we continue to keep our deputy in your thoughts and prayers, as we know that Harris County finest law enforcement, we have a tough job to do. This man is a pillar of the community. He has a heart of gold, and he is great as they come. So continue to please pray for our personnel, our deputy, and their families. Thank you.
Information is still very limited at this point for obvious reasons. It's still unfolding, active scene investigation that we have out there, and we're split between being here at the hospital and then the multiple scenes that we have out in the field. So I'll try to answer any questions. If not, as soon as we get another update, I'll come back out and we'll update everyone.
Sheriff, your understanding is he was shot from behind twice?
That's my understanding, that he was shot from behind. So we don't know the dynamics of how that happened. It was just during a traffic stop is what we know. And those details we'll be able to tighten up a little bit later.
Was there another deputy with him?
I'm not sure about that.
Sheriff, is it your understanding that this is a third person, the deputy, the person driving the car, and then a third person who was your shooter, or was the driver?
I'm told that I'm not sure about that. I do know they were at least 2 people in the vehicle. I can't confirm if it was the driver or not, but one of the occupants in the car. But
the shooter came from that vehicle that was stopped.
That's the information we have, the preliminary information. And I always preface these type of matters that it's preliminary because, again, it's still unfolding, and we're trying to give updates to our community, but at the same time, knowing that there's still some things that may be changing. No sé todavía, sé que es un hombre adulto, alguien está detenido, pero no sé todos los detalles todavía, si se ha confirmado la identidad y cómo está conectado. Solamente sabemos que había por lo menos 2 personas en el vehículo y el resultado de la parada de tránsito es cuando sucedió esto.
Sheriff, I know that information is limited, but help me understand how during a traffic stop a deputy is shot from behind by an officer.
The preliminary information we're receiving is that during that stop, as he was conducting the stop, we don't know if he had already approached the vehicle and then returning back to his vehicle, or if he was making the initial contact and then circling back, and it was still an ongoing traffic stop when somebody from the vehicle, is my information, exited and basically just shot him in a very ruthless, cold-blooded way. That's what we have right now.
He may not
even know. Exactly.
¿Nos podría decir brevemente lo que ocurrió en español?
Sí, no sé todos los detalles, solamente sabemos que estaba en una parada de tránsito, parece que habían por lo menos 2 personas, estaba comunicando, me imagino, con las personas, iba regresando a su carro, no sé si ahí iba a terminar la parada de tránsito o si todavía estaba continuando, pero parece ser que la persona lo siguió por atrás y le disparó al oficial en mano fría, en una manera muy violenta.
¿Dónde fue herido el oficial?
Atrás no sabe exactamente, pero son graves, parece que fue en su cabeza.
The suspects have a blue warrant, Sheriff, do you know?
I do not know what the traffic stop was or what any kind of background is. Again, that's an unfolding situation. These situations are very difficult for us because we're torn between doing our job and continuing the work of the county, but at the same time, here to comfort the family. So for me, my primary duty right now with the scene being under control is to offer condolences to a family that's deeply hurting, a family that I know, to help support our deputies that have ascended upon the hospital, and we have the scene in very good hands right now, but I haven't fully gotten a complete update other than there's an individual or individuals in custody right now. They're going to try to sort everything out, and we know it was a result of the traffic stop, and just based on the wounds appearing from behind is what we know. Again, it just happened during a traffic stop, so it just speculating a little bit, but it looks like as he was walking back, they just caught him by surprise, in a very cold-blooded manner, and extremely upset about that. But I'll try to reserve comment at this point because, again, my focus right now is on getting our deputy healed and to, be strong for our community and for our agency that needs it right now. And also for our call takers as well, because I don't want to lose sight that they were extremely helpful in obviously dealing with the mayhem. The hospital staff here has been incredible, lifelike. And so all the medical team, they started life-saving measures from the beginning, and we're just going to pray that he pulls through.
Dado el factor de que este señor tenía 10 años con la fuerza, llegó a su dependencia judicial cuando estaba el señor García acaba de describir lo importante que es para ustedes estar unidos en estos momentos.
Sí, él entró al oficial, tiene 10 años, comenzó durante el término que estaba allí el alguacil García. Entonces, por eso es amigo personal de todos nosotros, alguien muy respetado. He just was reminding or just suggesting again, he's a 10-year veteran of the department, very respected. He's a leader in every sense of the word, and he came under the tenure of then Sheriff Garcia, now Commissioner Garcia. So. No, just a phenomenal person, great leader, great worker, liked by his colleagues. Again, can't release the name quite at this time until I confirm with the family because children were still in school and they were trying to, and I just don't want something to get out. I know there's already been some rumors out there, so I'll just have to withhold that briefly, and then hopefully the next update, as soon as either we hear something significant or there's a change in condition or something, then I'll come back out and we'll all brief you at least probably within the hour, regardless of what happens. A 10-year veteran of the Sheriff's Office.
He said very critical. How else can you describe?
Just very critical wounds at this time. He's in very It's a grave situation right now, so we need everybody's prayer. That's what we're going to hold on to for now and stay hopeful until we have an update, and then we'll know better. So, okay, thank you all.
All right, you've been listening to a press conference with Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez on an update on the deputy who was shot earlier this afternoon. He is known as a 10-year veteran. He's described as being well-liked, well-respected, a personal friend of the sheriff, and also County Commissioner Adrian Garcia, who was also there, who was the previous sheriff of Harris County. He's a father, and they are waiting to notify other family members before they release his identity, but they say his condition extremely critical and very grave, but he is still alive.
And in terms of what happened, this happened around 1 o'clock, 1:15 this afternoon, according to Sheriff Gonzalez. During that traffic stop, a male suspect came from behind the deputy and shot that deputy at least a couple of times. That's Sheriff Gonzalez's words. And then that deputy was transported via life flight to Memorial Hermann Hospital, where he is in critical condition, calling it a grave situation at this point, asking for prayers to anyone who is willing to offer them up while that deputy fights for his life.
We're, of course, going to have more on this on KPRC Channel 2 News at 4. Also, you can go to click2houston.com for the very latest as well. We're going to take you back to regular programming. We'll see you in a few minutes.
This has been breaking news. For continuing coverage, go to click2houston.com.